fictional story out now that coincides with football season. When the Coin is in the Air deals with struggles of family and finding oneself. And John is kicking off a reading series tonight at Wyoming Community Coffee, and he is our guest this morning to talk about the book. Good to see you, John. So nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
So have you written a lot of books?
This is the first novel I've written.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the first. I've got another manuscript that I'm going to start sending out soon, and but this is the first.
So tell me the meaning of the title.
Well, when the coin is in the air comes from the idea of making hard choices. In the book, there's a point where the narrator goes to see his mentor, and she tells him he's trying to decide between two job offers, and she says to flip a coin. And he thinks she's joking, of course, because it's a big decision. But she says, listen to your heart when the coin is in the air, and you'll know what you really want.
And football is kind of woven into this story, too, as your main character is growing up. Right. Talk to me a little bit about the storyline of this family.
Well, they are a football-crazy family, and he grows up in this family where football is like the main sport. All the sports matter, or the big three at least, you know, football, baseball, and basketball. But football is certainly a focus, and the father's a little football crazy, and that drives a lot of the early experience of the narrator.
So is any of it autobiographical?
Oh, everybody asks that question.
Yeah.
It's definitely got pieces that are pulled from my life, for sure. Yeah.
Like?
Oh, gosh. Well, several key elements are pulled from it, and I don't want to say too much. It's definitely been fictionalized. It's not an autobiography. It's not a memoir.
Well, you've done writing for your career, but not this type of writing. So what made you want to write a novel? Yeah,
my career has been in advertising as a copywriter and a creative director. I've really wanted to write a novel since I was a kid, you know, since I was in college. And I have an MFA in creative writing from Emerson College in Boston. And, you know, I ended up having a family and putting that aside and focusing on a career to raise my family. And now my kids are off to college, so I can kind of turn my focus back on an artistic endeavor.
Well, that's good. And tell me a little bit about the reading series that starts tonight.
Yeah, so tonight is at Wyoming Community Coffee at 6:30. And then I've got a reading in Indianapolis next Friday.
Are you just kind of hoping to get people together through books?
Well, that's part of it. A big reason for doing it is to meet booksellers and to meet other book lovers to sort of help spread the word about the novel.
Good deal.
And then I'm headed for Boston, and I'll be on Cape Cod in Boston, on the North Shore, and then a last stop in New England in Vermont.
Oh, I'm jealous. I love New England, and I love Cape Cod. John, thank you. So if you want to check out the reading series tonight, it's at 6:30 at Wyoming Community Coffee on Springfield Pike. And we have information at local12.com and under the Get It Now links. And again, the book is called When the Coin is in the Air. John, it was nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
You're
it's good
welcome.
to meet you.
We'll be right back.